Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Tuesday night. Been on, had some tea, been seeing me missus and let go for a couple of hours and then back to it. Tonight I'm going to be pulling the, let's get that off, pull the gearbox out of Series 2 RS Turbo. I've done some work on this car in the past, brakes and what else have I done? Brakes, took an old Clifford alarm off it, lots of wiring. Do you know what? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, done lots of work in the past. And it's come back for a running issue, which mysteriously it hasn't got anymore. It actually got recovered in, come in a recovery truck. The owner said it had just cut out and he thought it was an intermittent fuel pump problem. And car started up and it's run fine ever since. So anyway, it needs a clutch as well. Last year the owner complained the clutch was getting a bit funny on it, he was struggling to select gears. So I had to decided to do a clutch as well. So I've already made a little start on it. Not done much, but yeah, that's tonight's job. Get on with it. So already first job with anything like this, disconnect the battery. That's done. I've popped the bottom ball joints out, cracked the drive shaft, removed that because I want to get them off and out the way. Same on this side, bottom ball joints done, drive shafts out. So next up I will be get that out of the way, start doing some bell housing bolts and get the ABS belts off the drive shafts, get the drive shafts out, starter out, and get up top and get some bell housing bolts and get the engine supported. Yeah. If anyone's interested in buying a Series 2 RS Turbo, by the way, this car is for sale. I think he's looking for, I'm sure he said 18,000 for it, which sounds like a lot of money, but it is actually a really tidy RS Turbo underneath. It's a lot of work, it's quite tidy, quite straight. That's why it's used the seagulls outside. I think they're all attacking each other. Not quite sure what's going on out there. Sounds a bit mental. But yeah, nice tidy RS Turbo. Loads of history with it. It's had plenty of work done. Underneath it's been undersealed a long time ago, but I've had a look over it and it's actually really solid. I think I did cleaning it a little earlier up on it. And there you go, all the original paint's underneath. I think it'll clean up quite nice under here, all that under seal off it, or wax oil, whatever it is. But yeah, I think it's well worth the money. I know if I had the money I'd be buying it. Be a good investment. Anyway, right, so we've got the dust cover off the bottom, starter motor out. Yeah, I think at some point to the Transit Connect starter. Nice upgrade for an RS Turbo, so it should last a lot longer. And next, I think I'm going to tackle the... Oh, next I'm going to pull the gear selector off. I always put a little marker on there. A bit of pen, just so I know when it goes back together it'll line up nice and you're not messing around second guessing. And then I'll get all the ABS off it. Should be fun. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain whenever I'm filming. That's why I don't film as much content doing the jobs, because one, the job takes longer and the customer's paying for it. And I have to try and get through the jobs as quick as I can because I have lots of them. Two, I've got to set my phone up on the gimbal. If I don't, then it's all shaky and looks crap. And three, I always have my music on playing in the background. Everyone in the workshop does. But YouTube doesn't like that because it's copyright, so whenever I need to film something I have to run over, pause the music, get my camera out, set the gimbal up, film it, then go back, put music on, work for a bit, you know. It takes time, so that's why I don't film all my work. I should really set up a time lapse, maybe try that in the future. Another thing I'm going to work on as well is I've had complaints from friends and family about me, the way I am in the videos. Not too many complaints, just making fun of me, saying I'm miserable in the videos. I am generally a happy person. I just hate being on camera. I really do. So I know YouTube's not ideal for me, but if I could get away with actually being on camera, I would. I hate it. I just feel so uncomfortable even now. I'm like, you always see me itching my face and stuff like that. It's nerves. Just don't like being on camera. I am generally a happy person. If you ask people, I know. Don't ask the missus. She'll say I'm a miserable so-and-so. But anyway, yeah, I'll try and be happy on camera. So yeah, carry on. Put my music back on, carry on. So we're a little bit further along. Got my cool back to front hat on, down with the kids now. I'm just generally sick of knocking my peak on things, and I don't want to get gearbox oil in my good old EP8090, smells lovely. Yeah, a little bit further along, it's a couple of hours later. Got drive shafts out, got some bell housing bolts out, clutch cable off, some bits and pieces. But I've been on the phone to someone discussing a new bit of equipment that's coming to SC Classic, which I'm excited about. I'm not gonna announce it just yet, but it's hoping it's going to be a service I'll be providing soon. I'm quite excited. It's good, but that's all I'm going to say, sadly. So yeah, I've also got some other news as well. For the past 2 hours, I've had can only be a flock of seagulls smashing hell out my roof, which mysteriously, now that the camera's out, it's all gone quiet. I'm assuming they're a little camera shy, and it turns out I have 3 baby seagulls. I don't know what their name is. There a term for them? The baby gulls? Baby seas? I don't know. But anyway, I've got 3 of them on my roof, and they're all squawking and running around and tap dancing, and yeah, it's pretty loud. Which is funny because it's absolutely silent now, so it sounds like I'm overreacting, but yeah, it's been great. It's been like a edition of like David Attenborough or something like that around here. Squawking seagulls, and yeah, less than ideal. I just come back to work for a quiet night doing quiet night doing a bit of work on my own. No interruptions from customers and people, and instead I've got seagulls. Does anybody else have this problem? Surely I must be the only one. This isn't normal. And dogs barking out the back. It's like wildlife on one in here. Jesus, man. I just want to do some work in peace. And, thank John Pilsworth as well for me. Nice bit of wall art. Genuine 3-door Cosy grill. Fancy stuff. He said I can have it on long-term loan, but we know what that means. It's mine now, isn't it? Cheers, John. Very snazzy. There you go. Just so you know I'm not losing the plot, imagining seagulls on my roof. Just constantly walking around. Why have they got steel toe cap boots on? Oh, 2. Caw! No, don't think he heard me. How annoying is that? I'm definitely using the plot in here. I think it's time to go home. Right, so I think I'm calling it a night now. It's like 10 to 11. Gearbox is ready for coming out, so I'll get that out in the morning. What I want to do is put the I've got like a cradle that goes across the inner wings, hooks up here on the lifting eye, so it'll suspend the engine. I can get all the gearbox cradle out, mounts out, and then the only thing holding the gearbox in, I think I've got 2 bell housing bolts underneath left. Them out, and whip the gearbox out. And that'll be it then, because tomorrow's Wednesday, the clutch doesn't arrive till they reckon about 11 o'clock Thursday, so I can get the old clutch out, get it all ready, so then when the clutch turns up, it's a case of throw it in, throw the gearbox back in and get it built back up. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm tired, I've had enough. I think the seagulls have gone to bed now as well, so it's probably my time to go on. So yeah, that's me. Something else I've been working on as well today is the 68 S2 Escort. I finally dragged it out and started stripping it, but that'll be for another video. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow. So it's a day after. We cracked on this morning. Got the engine suspended, got the last bell housing bolt out and the cross member out, and the gearbox out. There it is. A bit dirty, could do with clean, but it's not what it's here for. And the clutch out. So yeah, now I have to wait for the clutch to get here. Happy days. So it's now Thursday morning. New clutch arrived about half an hour ago. Got it in, lined up, torqued up. Just going to put the new release bearing. 3-piece clutch kit, so it comes with a new release bearing. Put this in the gearbox and get the gearbox back in and get it built back up again. I got a bit carried away and stopped filming, but basically gearbox is back in. All the bell housing bolts and brackets, cross member, mounts, ABS is all bolted back up. Underside it just wants dry shafts, gear oil, and that's the underside finished. Up top, a couple of bell housing bolts, speedo cable, electronic speedo drive once plugging in. What else? I'm sure there's something else I've missed. Obviously battery reconnecting, and test it, make sure it's alright. I'll let you know how I get on.